So let's continue that thought. Why aren't you taking advantage of the latest medical breakthrough that's helping literally millions of people lose weight, get healthy, control blood sugar, sleep better, a multitude of things? What's the stigma? What's the holdup? Why would a GLP-1, whether it's Fundeo or Ozempic or Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, what would keep you from taking advantage of this technology that's just literally wiping out millions of pounds all across the world? What's stopping you? What could possibly be a good reason not to do it? Is it cheating? I don't think so. Are my glasses cheating? I can't imagine living without glasses. I literally can't imagine having to live without glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Why do we have to live fat? Why do we have to be obese? I don't understand it. That's why it's an important discussion to have. Whether you're 19, 39, 59, or 89, take advantage of medical technology. Live your best life. That's why God put us here. So, that's my rant. That's my piece. I'm going to go back to my golf. Love you guys. I weighed in Wednesday for my official Wednesday weigh-in. Today I weighed in again this morning and I was 217 again. It's Saturday, it's shot day. And got some work done at the house. Got a new windshield in the truck because I picked up a rock. And was surprised to find out that they had an open tee time at the course. So figured, what the heck, jump out here, see what's going on. And yeah, it's slow. I should have waited and played tonight, but it is what it is. So we'll check in during the day. Guys are letting me play through as they can, so we'll keep moving. See you in a couple of holes. I mean, it's just an absolutely beautiful day. Beautiful course. And yeah, I wish I could go faster. I wish they'd let me play through, but hey, it is what it is. So back to our week, I guess. So had a good week this week. I posted a short earlier about being able to actually get a set of dead pulls in, and I'm going to try again tonight. I'm going to get home tonight. I decided to, instead of working out before golf, I decided to work out after golf. We'll see how that works out. But I'm going to try to film it tonight, and we'll definitely be getting in the hot tub, or not the hot tub, the sauna and the pool. So, like I said, I'll check in during the day. But we might have a long day here at the course. I'm only on number 4, and I've already been here for an hour. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's just an absolutely beautiful day. Beautiful course. And yeah, I wish I could go faster. I wish they'd let me play through, but hey, it is what it is. So, good morning. 7:05 a.m. Sunday morning. First one off on the golf course. I don't know if there is a better feeling in the world. Dew on the ground, all by yourself, loving life. Hey, I'm Brian with Brian Silver Health Quest. Follow along with me today, and we'll play around the golf. Well, that's a bogey. I pulled my second shot, chipped on, missed the putt. So 1 over. All right, so we're on number 5. Started out a little rough, bogey, double bogey. Put one in the water on number 2. But 2 pars in a row on 3 and 4. Had a decent drive here on number 5, which is a little tough hole. It's uphill. Not crazy tough, but one of the higher handicap holes. But I'm just in a left rough here in pretty good shape. I did want to have a little bit of a chat though about expectations and the reality of being a big guy in your 50s, and whether or not you actually want to start a weight loss journey. I mean, everybody wants to lose weight, right? But what about actually getting on a GLP-1 and the stigma that goes along with it? So we're going to talk about that the rest of the day. But here's what we got. This hole is straight into us in the sun. Just flipped around and we're literally right into the sun. And again, I forgot the tripod, so it's going to be hard to take accent shots. But this is where we're at. We got 152 uphill. Looks like the pin's all the way in the back. We're going to play at about 160. So we're going to try a 7-iron. And yeah, I'm not going to be able to get a shot. Well, I pushed it off to the right, just like last week. You remember I filmed this hole last week and I pushed it off to the right. I'm probably 10 feet, 15 feet off the green, probably about 10 high. I just hit it off the toe a little bit. Not terrible, but yeah, I mean, here's where we're at. You can see the flag. I'm gonna see if I can't get this to prop up, and there we go. I think we might have a shot there. Ingenuity, huh? Get in there. Oh, not bad. That wasn't an easy chip. So hit 2 of them out on the freeway. It was terrible. All right, on to number 6. All right, so another par. Then I hit a good tee shot. Now this par 5 is the signature hole. It's winds around the lake. Can be a little tricky. I had a little more banana on my ball than I wanted, but we're in good shape. So it's easy from here. Well, relatively easy. You can still screw up, but I'll show you a shot of it. This is the hole. Again, just absolutely beautiful. Gotta love it. So let's continue that thought. Why aren't you taking advantage of the latest medical breakthrough that's helping literally millions of people lose weight, get healthy, control blood sugar, sleep better, a multitude of things? What's the stigma? What's the holdup? Why would a GLP-1, whether it's Fundeo or Ozempic or Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, what would keep you from taking advantage of this technology that's just literally wiping out millions of pounds all across the world? What's stopping you? What could possibly be a good reason not to do it? Is it cheating? I don't think so. Are my glasses cheating? I can't imagine living without glasses. I literally can't imagine having to live without glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Why do we have to live fat? Why do we have to be obese? I don't understand it. That's why it's an important discussion to have. Whether you're 19, 39, 59, or 89, take advantage of medical technology. Live your best life. That's why God put us here. So, that's my rant. That's my piece. I'm going to go back to my golf. Love you guys. And I'm going to try to hit a 3/4 inch sand wedge, because 15 years ago, this would have been a 64 degree, but I can't hit it that far anymore. So, but I want you to see this outfit that I got on. God, I hope you can see it. This is an extra large shirt. I wouldn't even be able to get it over my head 3 years ago. These are large shorts. Large, not extra large. Large. 34 waist. Okay? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Get the medicine. Pay for it if you have to. But get it. It will save your life. It will save your life. So again, it's amazing the difference a few years makes. Now, as slow as yesterday was on the golf course, today, oh my goodness, speeding right along. Teed off at about 7:15, and I am on number 15 at 9:02. So, cruising right along, and playing pretty well. So, again, looks like I finally caught a twosome in front of me, but it's It's amazing the difference 70, 80 pounds can make. I moved back a set of tees. I'm playing better and enjoying it. Now, when I get home today, I'm going to have to mow the lawn, finish the laundry. So, a lot of chores to do when we get home. And cook for the week, make some keto chow up for creamies for the week. So, it is what it is. Life in the big leagues, right? Hey, hey, it's Brian again. So, Sunday afternoon, been shooting some video this week. Got some on the course yesterday, got some more on the course today. Back at the house, got the dehydrator going over here. Meal prepping for the week, got some yogurt in. So, had a little rant on the course, posted it. We'll make it part of the video today too. I just don't understand why everybody that has access doesn't at least investigate whether or not a GLP-1 is right for them. Really don't understand the stigma. I don't understand, particularly in the keto community, why everybody thinks it's so terrible. And it just baffles me. We all take medications, whether it's for blood pressure. Nobody ever complained about me taking metformin for type 2 diabetes. Nobody complains about me taking losartan for high blood pressure or metoprolol. When I was trying to quit smoking, nobody got freaked out because I was taking Chantix. Nobody freaked out because I have glasses so I can see. But for some reason, Mounjaro, Ozempic, GLP-1s are seen as evil by some. I'm in a group this is my last month, that very good group of people, but led by somebody that is fairly well known, who absolutely rails against GLP-1s. Now, to be fair, he's been very, very gracious to me. I get on our group calls and chats, and he's never said anything negative to me. But on his podcast and on his programs and on Instagram, and he's very negative towards GLP-1s. And I don't get it. I don't understand. It's a tool. Like I said, I guess, and many people have said this, but if you had asthma and used an asthma medication, nobody would tell you just breathe better. You don't need that. Yet, when I was 100 pounds overweight, everybody just says, oh, just eat better and move more. Exercise. You don't need medication. That's bullshit. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober for 4 years. I was sober for almost over 10 years at one time, but I relapsed. And again, the example's been used many times, but the difference between alcoholism and drug addiction and obesity is that you don't have to use narcotics. You don't have to use alcohol to survive. You have to eat to survive. There's no such thing as food sobriety. You have to eat. And as such, the disease of obesity now has a treatment, and it's called GLP-1. Whether it's a single agonist like Ozempic, a dual agonist like Mounjaro, or semaglutide versus tirzepatide, or in the near future, we're going to have triple agonists. There's amylins, there's different treatments. But at the end of the day, these drugs make it possible to treat the disease of obesity. And I, for one, needed it. Now, am I at my goal? No. I'm still probably 20 to 30 pounds overweight. Yesterday I weighed in at 217. So I've got room to go. But Gizmo just wants to say hi. He's a determined young man. But it's ridiculous to think, Giz, come on. It's ridiculous to think that just because the disease is obesity, and you know what? We need to have this discussion too. If I hear one more person tell me that obesity is not a disease, it is behavior, then they're ignorant and stupid and willfully ignorant. Now, I got to admit, I had a hard time buying it. When I first heard that a little over a year ago, I was not convinced. But the more I think about it and the more I hear, and the fact of the matter is, I track not every, 90%, 95% of what went in my mouth. I tracked it, I weighed it, and I have it in my Chronometer app for the last 3 years. And while I initially lost some weight, I was stuck at 260. And I couldn't get past it for 3 years. Matter of fact, I went down to 240 and then went back up to 265. Eating low carb, eating the same diet that I eat today. The same quantities, the same daily calories, and almost identical physical activity for the last almost 2 years. Walking, working out, and I couldn't lose the weight until I started Mounjaro. And now I've lost the weight. Is it magic? No, it's science. Do I understand the science? No. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a researcher, but the researchers and medical professionals have told me if I take this and I follow the schedule that they give me, my blood sugar will go down, my A1C will go down, check and check. I regularly wake up with blood sugars in the low 80s in the morning. Last 2 days, I've eaten after 7 o'clock in the evening, wake up with a blood sugar of 102. Today, I'm going to stop eating probably about 5 o'clock. I'll guarantee you my blood sugar tomorrow morning is going to be in the 90s, maybe even in the 80s. That never happened before Manjaro. No matter how few carbs, no matter how carnivore my diet was, it never happened. Now it does. My A1C went down to 5.4, cutting out carbs initially, but then it went back up to 6.3. Now it's back down to 5.4 Manjaros. My weight went down, then it went back up. Now, back down. And while I'm frustrated that I haven't lost any more weight, I'm still under 220 pounds consistently. And I have been since February. And that never happened before. So why doesn't everybody take advantage of it? Well, part of it's cost. I'm fortunate. I understand. My insurance covers it. But I have to pay my copays and deductibles, just like I have to for my blood pressure meds, for my Eliquis. Now, do I take advantage of manufacturers' rebate cards? Yes, just like my Eliquis, just like my wife's medications. But it's a medication. It's necessary. I don't know why I feel so passionate about this today, but I do. And I think that's going to be the message going forward. Why aren't you doing it? If you're 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight, if you have blood sugar issues, if you have hypo or hyperglycemia, you need to talk to your doctor, and you need to see if these medications are right for you. And I know if you don't have the medical coverage, it's expensive. I started out buying it on my own because I didn't know that my insurance would cover it. But to me, is it worth $75 a week? About $300 a month? Yeah, it is. I can tell you this. When I was smoking 2 packs a day, I spent a hell of a lot more than $300 a month. Don't tell me you can't afford it. If you're smoking and drinking like I used to, you're spending well over $300 to $500 a month on shit that's killing you. I'm talking about something that could save your life. I'm wearing 34 shorts right now. 34 slacks. Never, ever been that thin. Ever. So, let's talk about the other good things that happened this week. And I'm putting Gizmo down. Bye, buddy. What else happened this week? And I'm going to film it. I don't know if I'll put it in this video, maybe the next one. My pull-up bar. I've never been able to do a dead hang. A full dead hang with all my weight off the ground. And I've had that pull-up bar now for, I think I got it in January. So 7 months. And I've been trying to do it. Guess what? The other day, Finished my workout before I jumped in the sauna, got the pull-up bar out, got on it, got my feet up off the ground. Did 3 hangs of 10 seconds each. Next, we're going to go for 15 seconds. Then we're going to go for 30. Then we're going to go for a minute. And who knows, someday, as my mother says, if Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I'm gonna be able to do a pull-up. To go from never not being able to do even a dead hang to being able to do a full pull-up, that's going to be a victory worth watching. So that was a big week. Got a new bench, Facebook Marketplace, $25. But now I have a bar that I can do some more weight stuff. Don't have to spend a lot of money. Don't have to go to a gym. Do it at home. If you got room, fine. Go to a gym if you want. But I'm not interested in going to a gym at this point. Now, that might change. But so what else? I think that's it. I'll feather in the footage from the golf course. But if you're thinking about this, do it. Talk to your doctor. I've got a consult this week with another doctor. Might be adding some peptides to my regimen. We'll see. If it's medically feasible and effective, I want to try it. Because let's face it, I'm over 60 years old now. $20 years? 25? I want to enjoy it. So that's why I'm Brian. Well, that's not why I'm Brian, but that's why I'm on this Silver Health Quest. And why Silver Health Quest? They call this the Silver Years. Mid-50s, mid-60s. I guess the golden years start at 70. I don't know. But if you're a millennial or a baby boomer and you want to live these last years healthy, strong, and active. I played 18 holes of golf yesterday. Took 5.5 hours. Got out this morning. Not first group. I think it was the second group. You'll see it in the video. But I didn't run into anybody until the 16th hole. And I got around in less than 3 hours. 2.5 hours. And I feel good. I don't feel whipped. In fact, I'm going to go out and mow the lawn here in a little bit. Probably wait until it cools off tonight a little bit, but getting my food ready for the week and getting her done. So that's it for the rant. Again, I'm Brian. This is my Silver Health Quest. Join me. Come along for the ride. Tell your friends about it. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Comment. And please comment. If you think these are wrong, I want to know why. I want to have the discussion. I want to have the frickin' argument. Because I think you're wrong. But, you know what they say? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. See you later.